Hey guys, JuV Day 3, and we're doing a challengey video for this one, and I'm going to do one that I'm setting myself, which is the Geek Out challenge. I've got the game Geek Out. For those who don't know how it works, it's kind of a betting game. You bet against the other team that you can name more of whatever is on the card than the other person. And then as you go on, you sort of try and bid up. There's a bunch of bluffing in there, but that's obviously irrelevant because I'm doing it on my own. Jamie is going to give me a hand by helping time me because I am going to have to name as many as it says on the card of the thing within 30 seconds. At least as many as on the card, if not more. And points will be given and taken away as necessary. There's 5 topics on a card and you decide which one you do by rolling this die, which there's different colours for different categories, and if you roll blank, then you get to choose.
So for example, if James rolled a yellow, he'd have to name 4 fictional sci-fi battles.
What's my first one to go with?
First colour is blue. Are you ready?
Yes.
2 comic books in which dinosaurs appear.
Okay, so the first one that I can think of off the top of my head is X-Men. They did a lot of dinosaur stuff with X-Men, and Avengers Academy also had specifically a dinosaur character that was used quite extensively. There was dinosaurs in 1602. This is all Marvel stuff. I should probably be franchise ruling myself, but I'm not able to think of any others off the top of my head.
That's your time.
But I made it, so I get a point. Okay, and number 2.
Black. Name 2 Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Okay, so the Yogi Bear and I had one in my head a minute ago. I think Scooby-Doo was Hanna-Barbera, if I remember correctly. I may need to do a fact check on that, but Yogi Bear definitely was. You know what? Just list all of the different Hanna-Barbera ones I can think of off the top of my head. Wacky Races, Dick Dastardly and Muttley. I don't remember if they actually had a cartoon called that, but... Okay.
Do we need to fact check that one, or are you trusting yourself?
I'm trusting myself. I maybe shouldn't, but whatever.
See on the screen now if James messed up. Okay, the next colour is red. Name 4 fictional video game locations.
4 fictional video game locations?
Yes.
Locations within video games.
Which are fictional, and 4 of them.
Okay, so Aincrad from Sword Art Online. I could just go all out with that.
Video game?
Yeah, it's a VR video game. Aincrad, Alfheim Online. Shit.
Fail.
Oh, I failed. My first failure.
I assumed that meant, so fictional video game locations, I assumed that meant a location in a video game which is fictional. So you couldn't have like Las Vegas, but you could have, in a video game.
See, I had that thought, but I thought it was video
I think it says fictional video game locations.
Okay.
So I think you couldn't have, as I say, like Las Vegas or Detroit. Where?
Oh, that's because you just went restart instead of
whatever. I don't think you could have like Detroit or something, but you could have.
That's fair. Okay.
I can't think of any fictional locations anymore.
I could have had Azeroth, basically.
Yeah. You could have had Middle Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But you couldn't have had...
That's just misunderstanding the question. So I'm still taking a point from myself.
Red again. 2 games in which a snake appears.
2 games in which a snake appears. I mean, Snake is pretty obvious. Hearthstone has snakes in it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that, like, any Wild West game is going to have snakes in it, so Red Dead Redemption probably has snakes in it. I don't know for certain, but, I mean, Harry Potter's got Nagini, and there's so many Harry Potter games that I'll just list one, and I definitely got it, so...
Yes.
I've got like what?
Though I feel like saying Snake as a game which has a snake in it is...
It's a bit weak, but...
Blue. Name 6 characters created by Jack Kirby.
Okay, I can do that pretty easily, I think. So the Silver Surfer was at least partially created by Jack Kirby. He did most of the Fantastic Four, so the Human Torch, Captain America is not actually a member of the Fantastic Four. Why did I say that? Miss Fantastic, the Invisible Girl / woman / whatever you want to call her, the Thing, trying to think of anyone else, the various members of the New Gods, so don't think I did that one quite.
You just named 6, ignoring the New Gods one.
I just named 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Black. Name 4 franchises in which an arranged or forced marriage appears.
Arranged or forced marriage?
Yes.
4.
4 franchises.
Okay. I know that happened in X-Men once. I'm trying to think of any others. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. Shite, I've run out of time, haven't I?
Fail.
Yep.
The next role is yellow. Name 4 sci-fi franchises in which no aliens appear.
No aliens.
4 sci-fi franchises with no aliens.
No aliens. Okay. So, Inception is a sci-fi franchise, I'd say. And, trying to think of any sci-fi that doesn't have aliens. And... Oh, the Robots by Isaac Asimov doesn't have any aliens as far as I'm aware of. And... Shit.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it was. There's definitely some other ones that I'm aware of off the top of my head, but I'm just blanking.
Obviously not.
I was blanking on them. The Martian!
Blank. So
I
this
get to
time
choose.
I will hand you the card and you can tell me which one you want.
I'm going to go with the green one, which is 2 gods of Norse mythology.
Okay, name 2 gods of Norse mythology.
Thor, Odin, Loki, Tyr, Uller, Schurfen, Heimdall, Balder. There are definitely a bunch of others that you don't need to name because I named like 8 already. So I will think of them later.
The next colour is green.
And what is the next one?
Oh, this is easy. I should shorten the timer. Name 2 Hobbit family names.
Baggins, Sackville Baggins, Took, Brandybuck, Hornfoots or Hornfeet. They're very uncertain on that. Gamgee. What else would there be that's a good one to list? Stewars? No, that might be just the sort of subspecies. I can't remember. I've got enough.
Proudfoot.
Proudfoot.
Proud feet.
I got them mixed up with the Hornfoots.
Is another white. You get to choose.
Okay, I'm going to go with fictional criminal organizations.
Okay, and go.
And the Magia may or may not be real, but they are definitely involved in the various comic books. Hydra, AIM, they're both kind of terrorists, so I don't know if they really count as criminal. Silvermane's crime family is in there. I'm just going in the Injustice League of America.
I mean, you named one which you then weren't sure if it was real or not, one which you then said was terrorist, not criminal,
Two of them are
and one which was right. So...
I think it counts.
Blue. 2 comic book characters that have a tank.
That have a tank? Okay. Just a tank in general. So, Nick Fury definitely has tanks. He's, the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's very military. Captain America's definitely had a tank at some point. Namor went with tanks at some point. I definitely remember, Captain America and Namor and Bucky all riding in tanks. And that's about as good as I've got. Unless it's meaning a different sort of tank.
This is tanks.
Yeah. I'm counting that. Yellow.
Yellow.
What have we got?
2 films in which miniaturization appears.
2 films in which miniaturization appears. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is one. I remember seeing another one recently, but I can't remember it. But Alice in Wonderland definitely has it. I remember seeing a trailer for one, and I can't remember what the name of it was. And that's going to bug me until I look it up later. What else is there? There is definitely... Ant-Man! Fuck's sake, why didn't I think of that? I don't know exactly how many points I'm giving myself and not giving myself.
I think you failed 2.
Yeah.
And there was a dubious one.
Okay.
So, 9.5. Not a bad score.
After a fact check, I will put up a proper, one just so that I know. I challenge you that if you've got this game yourself, why not try this yourself? Let me know in the comments down below how you get on or what you thought of this video. Love to know. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails down below to see other videos by me, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next day of JuV. Bye!